In an earlier show, we met a young woman who appeared to have the ability to tell people all about themselves by reading their auras. Melissa seemed to diagnose the medical and physical abnormalities of strangers by moving her hands around their bodies. Tonight, we're going to meet another woman who also seems to have remarkable powers. Powers that doctors are finding difficult to explain.
It was weird. It wasn't so much being scared, but it was just a really weird feeling knowing that someone knew stuff about me that no one could possibly know.
A simple phone call from a woman Daniel De Silva had never met. A woman he would never even see.
Is that Daniel?
Yeah.
Daniel, it's Julie Lewin. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Just a few minutes on the phone. A few basic details, like his name.
D-A-S-I-L-V-A.
And his date of birth.
The 26th.
16-year-old. He's got a medical history that reads like a textbook. And he's undergone more operations than most people in a lifetime. But remember, Julie Lewin had never met him. So imagine his surprise when Julie diagnosed his medical condition simply by talking to him on the telephone. Immediately after that telephone conversation, Daniel tended to shrug off Julie's comments. At first, he concentrated on the negatives. He recalled for a start that Julie had somehow seen him as pale with long hair. Then he began to think back in more detail, with a more positive outlook.
Well, she told me about the hole in my head, and I was shocked. Like, no one could know that unless they'd seen the x-rays.
Julie certainly didn't see the x-rays. We didn't until after the phone conversation. They reveal that Daniel does suffer from a rare condition that creates an excess of fluid on the brain. And he has had a series of operations to release the pressure of that fluid.
It's not like every person you come across has got this, so she couldn't have just guessed all the problems. She knew what was going on. I was 1 in a million type case. It was very rare. And besides the fact that I'm a boy and it's virtually never happened, it's mainly females that get the problems that I've had, or spina bifida people. But all the doctors were shocked. I was just a totally normal person with these problems, and they couldn't work out why.
She sort of challenged me to ask her a question to see whether she could bring forth this talent that she had, and giving no medical details away, it was extraordinary in the fact that she was able to describe a particular patient that I treat with a very good accuracy as to the condition in which they currently find themselves.
Obviously some outside force at work that we can't account for, I don't think, in sort of ordinary medical or psychological terms.
But she definitely has got an ability to pick these things up and see them. And I'm sure that she just sits there and sees. 18 months, 2 years I've been going to the doctors and specialists and tests and everything else, and I spent a quarter of an hour with Julie, and she found that and she did it. So, I mean, that's all I can say, that there is somebody who doesn't profess to be a medical person, but she can pick up something in a quarter of an hour that all the specialists with all their training can't find what's wrong. She said, I will give you concentrated healing for the next 5 days. And this is absent healing, which she did, and I have been breathing so much more easily ever since then. It is just amazing. So I think that she has got a great gift to help people and to work with doctors.
Looking back on the situation, I really don't know how Julie could pick so many things that were right about me down a telephone in another city, and she's never met me. I really don't know how she did it, but it was quite amazing.
Isn't it? that TV show totally transformed my life. It actually overwhelmed me because the response from people like you literally was extraordinary for me. And the wonderful thing was that I was able to work with people from all walks of life, all around the world, and I learned so much about the human body. And each year I asked for guidance to be even better than the year before. And so the way I'm working now, I think is quite extraordinary in itself. I'm able to take people like yourself very quickly down into the core reason of what's going on for you and work with you and teach you how to dissolve that blockage in a fun, creative way that has huge ramifications on your life. And I'm really enjoying the work that's coming through right now. I only work with 20 people a month because I want to give really special attention to people who decide that this is what they want to do to balance out their body. So if this is something that you would like to explore, whether you're feeling unwell, whether you've battled with a long-term illness, even if you're having surgery, I've got a lot of people who come to me just before they're having surgery, and I prepare them really well for their surgery, and they go into the operation with confidence in their body's ability to recover and confidence in the surgical team that will be operating on them. So if you think that there's something that I can do to help you, please fill in your details in the boxes below, including your phone number, because I will ring you and have a chat, and we'll work out the best way that I can help you. I really look forward to working with you and achieving some awesome results, just like the other people that I've worked with. Thanks for listening.